What is going on, everybody? I want to welcome you into the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, and I mean always, an instant classic. I'm excited we're talking about TNA Impact Wrestling for October the 3rd, 10/3/2016. However you look at it is how you look at it. But this show was practically headlined by the, I guess, Lashley Edwards 2, or the second match in the return match, or I don't know, whatever they called it. They called it stuff and things and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. But let's jump into the show. We started out with a video package basically reviewing the feud with Eddie Edwards and Lashley. But basically just throughout the night, there was just a lot of video packages just building up Eddie Edwards' career, kind of how he got to the world title and stuff like that. And I like that. I like them kind of building the importance of who Eddie Edwards is. Especially for those fans who are like, he doesn't deserve it. He's just a small vanilla midget and stuff. Because as wrestling fans, we love to use the term vanilla midget now. I don't know. I can't remember who coined that term, but like I've never heard it used more than this year. So like that's what wrestling fans say now, vanilla midget. So I like this because it did kind of build up Eddie Edwards as kind of what he's done, not only just in TNA, even though it didn't really mention a lot of his older stuff, but it did mention that he had a history in wrestling before. And I like that. I like that they kind of built up Eddie Edwards a little bit. Kind of wish they would have built up Lashley a little bit too. Obviously, Lashley's kind of built himself up, but still, it would have made the match feel like it was more competitive. Kind of having both of them be built up and kind of at the same time. But Casey, any thoughts on the video packages we got with Eddie Edwards tonight?
Oh man, they were video packages.
It was a bunch of videos edited together,
Yeah. I actually liked Eddie Edwards' video packages. I like the and I feel like we haven't seen them as much anymore as we used to. Is the kind of getting into their personal lives, not as much, kayfabe, more just really where they came from. Not made up storylines or stuff like that. Just, this is where he came from. This is how he came up in the business. I kind of like that. It brings more of a reality basis, like, into professional wrestling, which, they should do in WWE since this is the reality era. But no.
Yeah, that'd be too easy. That would be too simple. Reality era. Nah, that's too easy. But anyway, we started out the show with Brandi Rhodes, basically cutting a promo to start the show. I liked her on the mic. I thought she was pretty good. Obviously she's used to having a mic in her hand anyway, considering she used to be a ring announcer. But basically she kind of talked about kind of what happened last week with Cody and everything, and how he's going to return soon. How the Rhodes name means something to her and everything like that. She gets interrupted by Maria. Maria kind of puts her down a little bit, and actually invites her to join Maria's girl unit thing. I don't remember what she called it, but the girls group, or the girls thing, or the girls night out, or the divas night, or I don't know what they called it. They called it something. And then basically, Brandi was like, nah, I don't know about all that. No about all that. I can stand on my own. And then she gets laid out by Sienna, and that's how it works. You don't accept Maria's demands / request. It was kind of an asking type thing. If you don't accept that, you get laid out by Sienna. But anyway, Casey, thoughts on the Brandi Rhodes opening promo?
I liked it. I feel like she's. I feel like she's slowly becoming more comfortable. It feels like. Obviously, to an extent, she was already comfortable on the mic, just being a ring announcer, but she's getting more comfortable with the focus being on her, because. Even when she was a ring announcer, the focus wasn't on her. The focus was on, who was in the match, whatever. But I liked her promo. I liked that she brought up the Rhodes name and how, that demands respect. I don't know. I don't know if you caught this, but Sienna's little peacock thing kind of got in her way when she was being attacked. And I was like, you shouldn't have wore that. But I definitely liked it. It shows that, a lot of times when you have a couple in professional wrestling in a storyline, if one of them gets hurt, you don't see either of them. So I like that they're showing that Brandi can, still go on her own. She doesn't need Cody there right by her side, holding her hand the whole time. So that's definitely, helping build her up just with that. I am done. You may move on.
Shut up. Anyway, continue. We got Jessie Godderz versus Aron Rex for the Grand Championship. For some reason, this show felt short to me. I don't know what it was, but it felt like it was kind of short. I don't know if you felt this way, but it felt like it was like, this show went by quickly. But we got Jessie Godderz versus Aron Rex for the Grand Championship. Jessie basically controls Aron Rex for pretty much the first 2 rounds. And this was I like the way they booked this just because it was very similar to the match they had before, where Jessie did the same thing, but then Jessie would end up getting beat by what was it, half Boston Crab or something like that by Aron Rex. But I like that Jessie was in control. And I actually thought this was going to be the match that Jessie actually won the Grand Championship, but Aron Rex found a way to win with that with the punch, the power of the punch. I guess I don't know what we're calling this thing. But the punch with the kind of wrapped up knuckles or whatever. There's, Josh Matthews has been playing up the fact that there's like rings hiding underneath them or something like that. There's something underneath the taped up knuckles or whatever. But I enjoyed the match. I thought the match was good. I was just wondering kind of what was going, if Jessie Godderz was going to win, because I kind of had a feeling Jessie Godderz would win this match. But I think I kind of like that he didn't, because it continues to build this rivalry, I guess you could say. It kind of continues to build that up, and I like that this is continuing to build because, I think Jessie will make a good Grand Champion, but I think they still need to continue to build on Aron Rex turning heel. They're doing a good gradual turn with it. But Casey, any thoughts on the Grand Championship match where Aron Rex did win in 3rd round?
I didn't catch the very beginning. Did they show that the female judge again?
I don't think they did. I don't remember them showing her.
Because I know Rabbit had initially pointed that out, and I kept noticing it as well. So I thought they were going to do something with that. I thought that's how he was going to kind of, win or, retain the title. I thought something was going to come up with that, or with the judges in general, because I feel like you can't just have the judges out there and do this all the time without something funny with the judges. There's always, whether it's a referee or a judge or a general manager, there's always something where, okay, there's, heel tactics. So I was expecting that. Aron Rex just uses the rings. I didn't see no rings. I just saw some tape. I don't know. And they must be like really small rings that are really impactful. I don't know.
Yeah, Marcus Gibbs, is it Gibbs? Gibbons. Marcus Gibbons. I didn't read the actual name. Marcus, who watching live, he said he didn't see the female judge either. So I know we both didn't see it. So he was kind of helping us out on that.
So, I mean, I kind of would have rather have that, just bring something interesting into the match type in general. I mean, you could just do a regular heel turn or heel tactics with Aron Rex in a normal match with rings or, brass knuckles or whatever. I feel like you need to use the judges or something in this match to kind of get that heel heat. I don't know, but I kind of like that they're starting a feud with them. I think it works out really well.
And they actually could have did something with this where they would have Aron Rex, win because of the female judge, and then that would be the way to kind of start introducing the judges to us, because now they're like, now the fans need to know, it has to be integrity in this division or whatever, and that would have actually worked out pretty well. Also, Amy is watching live. I want to let Casey. I want to let her know that Casey, last night we did a video on women's wrestling, and he wanted me.
It didn't happen. Nothing happened. I love you.
He wanted me. He did. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this out because he won't let me if I don't. So I just want to let Amy know, just real quick, he wanted me to use, instead of using wrestling pictures, he wanted me to use a picture of Alexa Bliss's butt and Sasha Banks' butt. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm just going the booty. He just wanted the booty out there, but we're gonna get back on topic. I just wanted to rat him out to Amy just since she's watching live. But anyway, let's jump into the next video package that we had, which was this was weird because it was like Josh Matthews was like, next we got a video package on the X Division, and then it was like Team Go for Broke talking about themselves, and I was like, no, this is not the entire X Division, Josh, darn it. But I like this video package though. It was a good kind of showcase of the team. I wish they kind of would have known what was gonna go on with that, but it happens. It happens. Yeah, I got you, Amy. It happens. But anyway, Casey, any thoughts on the X? I mean, as Josh Matthews would say, the X Division video package.
Because I was charged $5 to watch it, so I was like, nah, bro. Get it? Because I hate that man. Charge me $5. You don't charge me $5. I charge you $5 like 2 months ago. It was longer than that. But you know what? I'm not going to let that go. I'm not going to let that go. Charge me.
This man, he can never look at $5 the same again. Like somebody gonna charge him $5 for his meal, and he gonna be like, nope, I can't have this meal today. I can't do
it. The thing about it is, I'm a cashier. I see $5 every day, and it just the anger. There's.
I'm done. We moving on. Oh, this man out of his. Anyway, we got the Helms Dynasty and Marche Rocket versus the Decay and Spud versus DJZ, Braxton Sutter, and Mandrews. I was excited for this match because we hadn't seen a triple threat tag team match in a while, but we hadn't really seen it in this Team X Gold thing. That thing. I liked it though. I thought this match was good. I liked that there was a lot of stuff going on. I was excited to see Marche Rocket again. And I like that they're kind of keeping the teams kind of separated a little bit. But also one of the things that I saw that really intrigued me in this match was that they usually in a triple threat tag team match, you only still let 2 people in the ring. But this time they let, 1 from each team in the ring, which I thought was pretty cool. Something I hadn't seen in a while. So I was like, okay. I see what y'all doing here. I see what y'all doing. But yeah, I enjoyed this match. I thought it was good. There was a lot of high flying going on, but there was also a lot of like technical type stuff going on. And I love the face off between Marche Rocket and Abyss. I don't know what it was, but like I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, Abyss. Okay, Marche, I see you. I just really like that. I like that. I actually thought that the Decay and Spud were going to get the win. It looked like they were going to. Okay, Abyss. The Decay actually got ejected from the match because they basically got disqualified. And I kind of like that they kind of let Spud kind of just be on his own instead of just throwing out the whole team out. Kind of let the 2 people who were kind of the culprits be the ones to kind of, have to be out of the match. But I enjoyed this match nonetheless. Thoughts on the Team X Gold match?
Again, I couldn't watch it. I was charged $5. I was like, bro, yeah.
Okay, we gonna.
He
was charged $5. The issue is that the man. This man was one to make fun of me for the amount of money I was making at one point, right? But he can't pay $5 to watch. I'm just saying he can't even pay $5. Anyway.
This man made $12 A month.
I was a writer. Doesn't matter. Like you get. I don't think you understand. Like it's not like me going somewhere and being a cashier. It's a different type of job. Not everyone gives two craps about a cashier. No one wants to be a cashier. You don't want to be a cashier, Casey. Everyone would love to write about their favorite sport/team. Okay, it's hard out here, darn it. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Darn it. Not everyone wants to be a cashier. I don't even want to be a cashier anymore. Anyway.
But I would rather make more than $12 a month. I'm just saying. I mean, you know.
We go into the Hardys and the DCC. The Hardys call out the DCC, and you know, it was pretty interesting. At first, I thought because they got attacked, I thought that they were gonna like really match out and we weren't gonna actually have it. But then they actually kind of had a match that turned into a no contest because the third member of the DCC was like, I'm just gonna stand here for the entire match, and then I'm gonna attack somebody, and that's what he did, pretty much. But I thought this was a pretty interesting thing. They started to brawl to the backstage area and everything, and it kind of turned into the Great War a little bit, kind of a little bit toned down Great War, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I'm shout out to the Lake of Reincarnation coming back. You know, no Itchweed tonight. Shame. No Itchweed. You know, but we saw him last week, so we had to see Jeff Hardy's drugged out incarnation come back. I guess is what that is. I don't because that's the only thing I remember about that time with Jeff Hardy is that one time he came out on Victory Road and he was just out of his mind. Because that was the belt that he had at the time. So that's why when I think about that belt, that's what I think of. Poor guy. But anyway, I enjoyed this though. Freaking Matt Hardy had me cracking up with the delete things today. Or the delete freaking with the trash can. Delete. They would go back to Jeff Hardy and freaking Jeff Hardy and the other member of the DCC and Matt Hardy. Delete. Freaking it was crazy. Today I had to freaking check my voicemail because I never do that. And I had to it was one of those voice command voicemails where you have to say if you want to delete the message, delete out loud. And I was like, delete, like every time. It was the greatest thing ever. No one understood it, but it was the greatest thing ever. But I enjoyed this. There was something else oh, the freaking Grado situation. That was hilarious too, where freaking Grado was doing an interview and Jeff Hardy's got it. Jeff Hardy and the other member of the DCC is fighting. And Grado's like, it's Jeff Hardy. Like he doesn't see him every single moment ever. But he's like, it's Jeff Hardy, and takes a selfie with Jeff Hardy. I was like, that's I like this man, Grado. I'm like, hold on, when is the interview coming out though? You know, when Grado, when you releasing this? I need to know. I need to know when this interview coming out. You know, but I enjoyed this, and then freaking Matt Hardy got knocked off of the forklift. It looked like he was in control, but he was not. Got knocked off of the forklift, and he seems to have lost his memory. So now there's a little more of a wrinkle into the broken, all that. There's a little bit more of a wrinkle into all that now, because now he's got like amnesia. He doesn't know who Brother Nero is. You know, so I'm wondering, does he still have the ability to have another premonition? You know, does he have the? Because I think we need more. We need more of that. I think we need that weekly. I have a premonition every morning. You know, I get up and I'm like, I should go to bed. Like every morning I have a premonition. But anyway, thoughts on the? It was more of like a brawl between the DCC and the Hardys, and the premonition that may happen.
Oh my God. First of all, I want to know in TNA Creative who thought it would be a great idea to put guys in full suits with plastic masks and have them wrestle in that. That cannot be easy. I mean, come on now. Come on. That's just with you people. at least with other, like the Insanity, at least they take the mask off, and come on, these are they're like the plastic masks that you buy at art and craft stores. That's all they are too. They're not even like and then somehow there's one over one, and like when you take them off, they don't come off. They just. But anyway, I was like, whoa. But I didn't care about the actual brawl to begin with because I was like, whatever. When they got to the back and the pre-recorded stuff, that is the best stuff that they ever do. Matt Hardy calling them the masked businessmen was hilarious. That was the come on, masked businessmen. And then the Grado thing was great. Jeff Hardy just stops and he's like, I was like, yes, that's awesome. The only thing I didn't like about that is there certain scenes in this with Jeff Hardy where he has the white eye contact or the white contacts and then he doesn't. Like, he was fighting with the dude and he had the contacts, and then you get to the Grado part right after and he doesn't have the contacts, and I'm like, bruh, why he not got the, why is this consistency?
Was that after the carnation?
No. But yeah,
I wonder what if I get they could be on me. I'm kind of wondering.
I mean, do they just bring the bucket with them everywhere they go, just in case? Like, is it how? What?
Probably just
why
a spare.
Yeah. Okay. But I liked it. I was really worried at the end when Jeff came over to see Matt and make sure he was okay. I was like, please don't go back to the normal Matt Hardy. Please, no, please. But then he was still in the sort of broken character, I guess. But I guess lost his memory. I don't know what they're gonna do with this now. But I liked it. It was entertaining. I kind of would rather have had Itchweed. I'm just saying. Itchweed is so much better.
There's so many reincarnations of freaking Jeff Hardy, though. There's so many.
Man, come on, man.
All right. Next, we had EC3 calling out Eli Drake. And basically, this was the battle of offers, I guess. EC3 offers him the kind of shot. If Eli Drake puts up his Bound for Gold shot, then EC3 will basically never have a world title match again in TNA. And I was like, no, don't you accept that, Eli. I don't want this. No. Then he was pandering to the crowd. He was like, you want to see? I was like, this man. And then when he said EC mid-Carter, I was like, yeah. I was like, good day. I was like, this man the greatest. This man got me going right now. But I just enjoyed this promo. I like how they work off of each other. They do a good job of working off of each other. I'm glad that match wasn't made, and I'm glad that Eli Drake. Well, I don't know if I'm glad that he's cashing in next week because I feel like he's gonna lose. I'm gonna cry for the next couple of weeks. So I don't want to see him lose the Bound for Gold gauntlet thing because I want to see him actually win it and stuff because I want Eli Drake to be world champion. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. But anyway, thoughts on the EC3 Eli Drake segment?
The EC Trace and the Eli Drake segment was good. I like it. Honestly, they don't even need to have matches. They just need like promo wars. That's all they need to do. That's all they need to do. Just give both of them a mic, Send him out there, and it's hours of entertainment. I almost forgot that he had the cash in, and I was like, oh, all right, yeah, that. Because, they don't carry briefcases around or anything like WWE with the Money in the Bank. Because you know who's Money in the Bank. You know who's Mr. Money in the Bank.
They already carry a briefcase around for Feast or Fired, so they're just kind of like, nope.
Even that, they don't carry it around half the time.
Which is actually a good thing, though, because you forget about it. And then freaking it's given to Bram or something. Like, you remember that one? Like, where it was like just given to Bram or whatever? And I was like, wait, what?
You can do that? What? Speaking of Bram, I have a feeling he's coming back or might be back in some capacity somewhere.
Shut your mouth.
I'm just saying.
Bye. This man was going too. He was gone. He doesn't even know which button to press.
I've also heard that James Storm is somewhere lurking around. Might be hidden.
He quit, remember? He quit. He quit the company. Remember that?
Oh yeah. And then who's the other one?
He's gonna be smashing Billy's pumpkins. Well, technically not anymore because Billy. But anyway.
Well, I mean, Bram. I heard he be hiding somewhere. Maybe he's hiding behind a figurative mask or something. I don't know. I'm just saying.
This man trying to say stuff that he shouldn't say. Anyway, we got the main event of the evening. We got Lashley versus Eddie Edwards for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, where Eddie Edwards is the world champion. I was excited for this match because it had been built so well, even throughout the course of a week. It still had been built like, it had been built like this is like Bound for Glory all over again or something. And I like that they kind of took the time to build up the match. And I like Lashley's anger. I like that he's upset that he's not champion anymore. You rarely ever do you see that. People just like move on, when they're freaking not champion anymore. Just like, okay, whatever. Let me go join this weird stable that makes no sense. So I'm glad that, that he's kind of upset about it, because rarely ever do you see, the losers actually be upset anymore. And I think that sucks. Yeah, Cowboy, I think that needs to just needs to be somewhere at all times. Even though Billy's gone, I think that should be in the intro. They don't need music. They just need Cowboy, and we'll know. We'll know. But anyway, this match was good. I enjoyed this match. I enjoyed this match so much. I just liked it. I like that Lashley was dominant, but not in the normal like Lashley dominant way. Eddie Edwards did, especially at the beginning, did a good job of like finding ways to not allow Lashley to be dominant. Every time Lashley would try to go for kind of one of his typical signature moves, Eddie Edwards would find a way to move out of the way or out quick him or something like that. And I like how they played that out. And then when the fight went to the outside, it still was in Eddie Edwards' favor, but then Lashley ended up taking over on the outside. I enjoyed this match. I think the psychology in it was really good. There was plenty of times where you felt like Lashley could still win. And there near the end, the referee gets taken out. Lashley purposefully pulls him into the way. He gets taken out. Lashley hits Eddie Edwards with a spear. Another referee comes out, and he counts the pin, but it's only a 2 count. And Lashley takes him out. And then Brian Hebner gets back up. He is not happy that Lashley took him out. And Lashley kind of uses kind of intimidation. And then Eddie Edwards catches him with the Boston Knee Party. And then a very fast count from Brian Hebner gives Eddie Edwards the win. So I like that because it does, it gives Eddie Edwards technically a clean win. But then again, like there's still that little wrinkle of like, what if Brian Hebner didn't count too fast or something like that? You still got that as well. So I'm excited to see how this, how they're gonna build this next week. Kind of what's Lashley going to do without the title now? That's kind of a thing I'm kind of wondering about too. But Casey, any thoughts on the TNA World Heavyweight Championship match? Don't turn your camera off before you unmute yourself. I got you.
Sometimes I like it when, they hide a wrestler behind a mask or something, or, they hide them behind another gimmick and you ain't know it's them. But I'm not saying it's anybody specific. Oh, we talking about the world title. Sorry. Nobody that was masked was in this match. They was in the earlier segment. If you want to know what it is, I tell you later. But anyway, yeah. I will give Lashley credit that he is bringing back that angry champion, and it's more of an angry I just want the power and I want the title. It's not like that title means so much to me, which I feel like it means, in a way, it means more to Eddie Edwards, but I did like the match. I like that Eddie Edwards did retain. I wouldn't have liked it if Lashley won, because I feel like it's too soon for him to win it back, or for Eddie Edwards to lose it, just because when Eddie won it initially, we were already kind of like, I don't know, we were happy for him, but it was kind of like, So I feel like they need to give him a semi-long run to kind of, back up, this is, we're standing by our decision to give him the title. So, and I think he deserves it. Really, what else are they going to do with him if he doesn't have the title right now, just because Davey's out with an injury? So, he's not in the tag division. He could go back to the X division, but, they're already, I don't know what they would do with that. So I like it. And I like that he technically won clean. So you can kind of argue, okay, it was a fast count, but it was a count. You can't, it might have been adrenaline. It could have been anything. He didn't cheat. He didn't.
Has Eddie Edwards? I'm curious though. Has Eddie Edwards won all 3 titles this year? Was he tag team champion earlier this year? I can't remember, because Dave Richards has been out for a while, so I can't remember right offhand. I think he did. I think he has. I think he's won all 3 titles this year.
Triple Crown, baby. Triple Crown.
In 1 year. Yeah. Like, in 1 year. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, as soon as I saw Eddie Edwards retaining, I was like, rabid, not happy right now. He is a not happy man right now. But that definitely a good show in general.
Alrighty. Well, that was your TNA Impact Wrestling review for October the 3rd.
Well, one thing real quick, I just want everyone to know, especially if somebody is still watching, specifically.
He's not.
The Cubs won the World Series. I just want everyone to know that the Cubs won the World Series. They defeated the Indians. They defeated the Tribe. The land lost. Okay? The Cubbies won the World Series. I just wanted everyone to know that.
And your sports update is brought to you by Casey. But anyway, we will see you guys later. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for us. Share the video. If you like TNA, share it with your TNA friends. If you hate TNA, share it with the people you hate, because they might be like, "Oh God, what is this?" And then they'll be like, "Oh, I like this." It's like reverse psychology. I use it a lot. Yeah, it's a good thing to use. So what I'm saying is, Casey, I'm gonna explain this to Casey real quick before we leave. So if you have people you hate and you hate the video, you send the video that you don't like to the people you don't like. So then they like, "Oh my God, this is actually pretty good," because they'll like it, because you don't like it, because y'all. That's why y'all ain't friends, because that's how it works. Shut up. Anyway, I'm leaving. I'm going. I'm leaving. We'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for us. Give us a like. Leave a comment. Talk to us about TNA. Other than that, see you guys later. Follow us on ICW_podcast.
The hell did he just say?
Words. I said words.